like when I'm listening to that and when people are listening to your music, what are you hoping that they gain from listening to your album or your songs individually?
As a whole album, I feel like it gives a different perspective to life, and I think a lot of music entrenches people in their same perspective or like in specific emotion, and I think that's cool. I've just never heard anything that really takes me out of that perspective, and I've always been like curious to just hear different perspectives because I can't really control what that perspective is going to be, but I definitely think that it offers in like opinions and insights that you won't really come across on a daily basis.
Right.
So yeah, people take away something positive or uh, like maybe introspective, and they start to think about why they think the way that they do. I think that's important.
All right. All
What's
right.
good, man? What's good?
What's good, bro?
What you doing out here, man?
How are you feeling?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I'm good.
You just released your first album, man. How you feeling about that? That's a big deal.
Yeah, I guess it can be seen as a big deal. I'm pretty proud of it. I remember making a list. Like I made a list in 2024
Mm-hmm.
saying that I'll have 5 albums released by 2034. So 10 years, 10-year
Okay.
window to release 5 albums. At that time, it didn't seem possible to me, but it's only been a year and already released one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like I'm curious about your album and yeah, just how you put it together. So like, what inspired you to
yeah,
do that?
it kind of hit me all in one moment, like the whole concept of the album, because the whole album together is a singular concept. Because I feel like sometimes artists will have different moments or different days, and they create a song within that emotion that they're feeling or that era. And the day that I actually got inspired to for the concept of the album was in April. I made the first song, which is Creator.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember when you dropped that single, and I played it in my living room,
that's
and I
crazy.
played it with like my dad and like my mom was there, and we were just vibing out to it, and yeah, we
That's
were excited. Like it definitely
crazy.
had a great vibe to it and a great beat. It was unique, like something I hadn't really heard before. But if you could describe your album in one word, what would it be?
Ooh. Imagine I was like life changing.
Okay, that's 2 words.
Versatile, maybe. I think it's versatile
Okay.
because I kind of I would say versatile is the word because I think there's a song in there for everyone.
Tell me a little bit about the process, bro. Like, take us into a day or like just like the process of it and some of the funny moments, some of the weird moments just while you're making the album.
Okay, man, that's a good question, bro. Some of the moments, huh? So I guess the process would first start with me finding a reel on Instagram that was from one of the creators I would have liked to sample. I definitely tried to encapsulate each personality. So like within while I was on the keyboard, I was just think like what would they say in this moment, like this person, or like if I was talking to them right now, how would it feel to be in that conversation with them?
Right.
When the sound felt right towards like how would feel talking to them felt,
Yeah.
yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I'll go with this sound.
Huh.
The first song of the album was Creator, and the story behind that one is I was scrolling reels one night, like deep late in the night, and I came across one reel that really hit me. And I had been trying to make a beat on my laptop for like a couple hours before that, and then everything just started flowing as soon as I watched that reel. I can't explain it.
If you had to choose an emotion for that song for you, like what emotion do you feel or what emotion does that represent for you?
Oh yeah, I think that emotion is the do without thinking. What's that called? Impulsive?
Impulsive.
Not necessarily that, but like yeah, I think impulsiveness is kind of good. It's a good trait when you want to start doing something and don't know where to go.
Is there a certain like memory or person or thing like that you tie to this song when you hear it?
One of the creators I met, Monique, and she was like such a real calm person to talk to.
Mm.
It's like an intense song in a way. It's like a lot going on, but it feels like colorful, and like she's a very colorful person.
Okay. Is there a part of the production that challenged you a lot?
I think that the finishing, like the polishing, going back and polishing it once that had been done, the bass was, in my opinion, too loud. Some people think it could be louder, but yeah, like having everything sound right and the drums were too quiet.
If someone only heard this song, they play the album, they hear Creator, phone dies, that's the only song they
Oh
heard in the
crap!
album. What would you want it to teach them about you as yeah, as a creator.
I channeled the person, and it's not really a direct representation of me, but I think it does represent how my brain like perceives people for sure.
Sure.
And like I guess in a way it shows my optimism, because I think it shows a generally positive overtone, and the message is just like to go and do things, like don't wait for the things.
Dang, all right.
All right, song 2 is Informed, and the story behind that one is it's a bit of a darker tone in the album, because I know I can be optimistic, so I wanted to challenge myself and make something like maybe a little scary, existential in a way.
That probably ties into like an emotion that you'd want the track to represent for you, is like just like a little bit more like gloomy.
More like skeptical. I was like, is the first word that comes to my mind. When you're informed, I feel like you start to feel skeptical about things. Like you're skeptical about people's actions, you're skeptical about the government, you're skeptical about certain ideologies. Like that's what happens when you become informed, I think. You can hear the synths going like kind of like dun, 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 like you're creeping around or something.
Right. Is there a certain memory or person that's tied to this one?
Josh Chuba. And bro, he's such a cool guy, bro. I love Josh. Josh is like a very intense person to talk to, but at the same time he's like super reassuring. So that's why by the end of the song I kind of brought back this reassuring vibe. He'll always make sure to leave you with the feeling that you can do something about it. We have information overload these days, and staying informed is important, but also doing something about it is what's more important.
What part of the production was most challenging for you?
This one was definitely the easiest song to make. It's just at that tempo where you can put a Jersey kick drums behind it, like boom, 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 boom. I kind of knew how evil sounded, like, and that's what I was channeling. It's like a little bit of evilness.
Interesting. When you talked about like the emotion that the track represents, I'm assuming that's the same way that you want people to feel that way.
Yeah, I want people to feel like skeptical of the world and still believe they can do something.
Right. Nice. No, I like that. All right, let's go into song 3 then.
Yeah, song 3 is called Unknowingly, and the story behind that one is a creative person runs into kind of like a roadblock of chasing your dreams. Like there's no statistical like analysis that you can really perform when it comes to a creative journey and pursuit. It's only you make it if you want to.
What kind of emotion does the track represent for you if you were to choose a single emotion?
I guess confused. Not confused though. You're not like completely. I think unsure might be better. Unsure. You're just uncertain of things when you start to pursue something with no tangible end result.
What kind of person is linked to this one?
This one was inspired by BB Jane. Probably the most reassuring person to be able to converse with, and like very blessed to be able to talk with her. She showed that the journey isn't always pretty, and like she was very real about that. And like it is a lot of uncertainty, and like I respected that she showed that.
When it came to producing this song, what was challenging about it?
I wanted to blend a little bit of my personality more into this one, so like a little bit of Latin salsa, like instruments in the background, like little bells and like things.
Like I would definitely want to keep my ear out for like different rhythms and tones that have like a different cultural.
Yeah. I mean, I just realized that kind of plays into how I'm culturally confused. Yeah, and in many ways, the sounds that were combined to make this song are not consistent. So
when people listen to this, how do you want them to feel?
I want them to feel like heard. And this one's like more relatable too, with like just the fact that a lot of people feel uncertain about where they are or where they're going or what they've done. And so like I think it's a very relatable emotion. It's not as directly optimistic as the other ones.
Right.
Everybody's vision.
So song number 4 is called By Pursuing. I kind of wanted to try something, like in my head I wanted to try to make something more poppy. Yeah, I think that's it. I just kind of wanted to, I was just trying something different.
Pursuing something different.
Yeah, by pursuing, yeah.
Sometimes you're like, hey, like let me just mess around with this. Like let me see what I can do different.
Yeah.
Let me see like my range. Is there an emotion that you would tie to this one?
Chaos, but like good chaos.
Yeah. Like a fun type of chaos.
Yeah. The energy in this one is chaotic. So yeah, chaotic would be the word for that one.
Oh, is there a person that you tied to this one, or a memory maybe?
Yeah. One of the creators that I sampled for this one was Mags Monroe, and like hanging around with her is the most chaotic fun time. I think she takes pride in her personality, like that's so bubbly and like, and then she can also be like super serious. It's like, and she can be scary. She can be like so many things.
No, yeah, those type of people just they exert like certain things out of you.
Yeah.
When you're around them. When it came to producing this, did you find any challenges?
Kind of keeping it tame.
Yeah.
And like not going too crazy, but also making it crazy enough.
Right.
This one was like the craziest synth song.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was the one that told me like, watch out how much synths you put in your song.
Yeah.
She's like, I put a lot. She makes some music and she puts a lot of synths in her songs,
Yeah.
and like, she's like, I look back and I'm like, I wish I put less.
I mess with like the experimentation of it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this one is called By Pursuing.
Yeah,
so,
right. So keep on pursuing it, bro. Keep on pursuing it, bro. Yeah, if someone heard this song, what you trying to get them to feel?
Energized, yeah.
Okay.
Energized.
Bet.
Why are we all here?
All right, give me song number, what is it, 5 now?
Yeah. Connection,
What
man.
is the meaning of life?
Connection, bro.
What y'all know about connection, bro?
So yeah, the story behind Connection was, I was at that point in the album where I was like, wow, all of these songs kind of are in their own way very strong, like, so I was like, I think I gotta come kind of introduce like a calmness. So like this song was more calm.
When we're looking at like the emotion that
Meaning of life, no.
The one word I think people I can associate with this song is like calm or connected, but I think connection is generally the sense of calm.
is there a specific person that you want to shout out to?
Yeah, this is Joshua the Shutter, or Joshua Poetry. I just call him Josh. Joshua. He's like either really social or like really quiet guy. He just spits knowledge when he's talking. Like, he'll pull you into a conversation that's just like searching for something deeper with each question. It's crazy.
When it came to producing this, like what was hard about it? Or...
I honestly thought when I made this song, which I guess other people didn't think, I was like, it sounds too little. Like, I added a lot of layers in this song of like water in the background and like drips, and because I kept feeling like it doesn't sound like it's enough. Like, I wanted to sound more grand, but at the same time I kept realizing like, no, that wasn't the point of this one. Yeah, sometimes it's got to be simple. This one hit people too. With the beat is definitely cool, man. It's a cool one. I don't know why I slept on it.
I don't want to beat a dead horse. I'm assuming that you want people to feel calm and connected when they
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
Well,
I mean, if there's anything else you want to add on it.
Intrigued, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of still curious about life. I think this song just asks a lot of questions. 6, bro. Infamous, Like a Child. There's a story for this one for sure. With each of the creators that I was able to meet in April, I couldn't find any content from online that I could like pull from. And so like I remembered a moment that I had with her. When I had been in a conversation with a lot of these people, I would just get really excited to hear what they would talk about. Even if we weren't talking about anything crazy, we were all just telling stories, talking about, I don't know, what do we want to eat? And like she noticed, I guess, apparently she noticed, and she pointed out that I react to things like a child. Like specifically, she quoted, you react like a child, period. That was it. She reiterated that it was a good thing that she meant. She meant it was a good thing, that I have like a big sense of wonder when I talk to people. I think that's something that makes me different, like very different from most people in their 20s. They think they have to kill the child to become an adult, but I've learned to like live with it.
What kind of emotion do you feel like this track represents for you?
Wonder, yeah.
I love that. Was there anything challenging? I know you said this one almost didn't even make the cut.
For this one, I just let my brain flow because it's just purely instrumentals, and like I said, I have 2 inspirations for this song, which was MGMT and Pure Imagination. So trying to think if it was good or not, or good enough, or like if it even matched the vibe of the album, that was the hard part.
If someone heard this song, what would you want them to feel? Would you want them to feel like a child as well?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Shout out Sonia. That was the person who inspired this song. Song number 7 is Until Death. I kind of see maybe this song at a festival, and I was like, but it doesn't sound very festival-y. I was like, I'm gonna make something really hard. Yeah, that was the story behind this one.
What kind of emotion did you want to come out of this one?
Strength? Is that an emotion? I don't know. Maybe despair. That's sort of opposite.
I'm curious. Those are opposites. What you mean by that?
In my mind, I don't know. When I said the word despair, I picture falling through an infinite void.
Yeah.
And like there's a light up there, but you're like,
you can do.
yeah, and you're just falling in that hole. That's what I picture when I picture despair for some reason.
Is there a certain person
Yeah.
that's like tied to this one?
Yeah, so Reed Olson, after knowing him, I think he draws a lot of his own strength from that feeling. That strength that you get from when you feel hopeless to just continue through not knowing why.
Right. Was there anything challenging about this one?
Yeah, I didn't want to create this one on my own. I tried to like have a friend help me on this one because it's not my strong suit to create something that like bangs like a festival, like a normal festival song does. It didn't happen, and I just kept going.
I would assume you don't want people to feel despair, but if they're listening to this song, what do you want them to feel?
I just was like continuously adding sounds until it sounded like insanely hard and crazy, and definitely goes with the person that I like modeled it after. This was like the only one without direction in a way. With Reed, he's very strong on like not knowing which direction you're going, but you find the direction by doing it. So the last song is We Have the Power, man. That one's so hyped to me. The story behind this one is I just went to a protest and I wanted the end of the album to have like very uniting feeling, like things are possible. A protest is a form of unity.
Right. When we talk about the emotion of this song and what it means to you, we're talking about unity here. People coming together.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Couldn't have said it better.
I bet. I don't think there's one specific person tied to this one. There might be.
Yeah, there is a kind of just a stranger, like a guy, I guess.
Okay.
He was above the crowd, and he was just yelling at the top of his lungs, "Who has the power?" And the crowd was, "We have the power." And then the vicinity of his voice was how far the chant carried. So I thought that was pretty sick. So I have that specific memory of watching, and I'm sad I didn't take a video. I just pulled out my phone and did it on voice memo, but I wasn't even sure about if I should record too. I just wanted to be there in the moment.
Was there anything challenging about making this song?
Like, wow, like this one really also flowed together. That, I mean, I keep saying that, but like I do believe like this whole album was channeled.
Yeah.
And like even down to like his voice, it was at the specific BPM that I wanted this song to be. I was like, yeah, this is meant to be like out of all the chants and out of all the protests and like out of everywhere I could have been. Like I knew this, like I knew when I heard that one, I was like, this is the one. I wanted the message to carry through the song, but I didn't want it to feel repetitive and just like the same audio going through the whole song, and that was hard to kind of keep switching up the beat.
Right. Is there anything you want this song to teach anyone who listens to it?
I think just unity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a song that almost didn't make your album? And if there was, why was it on the cutting board?
Yeah, it definitely was one, and I spoke about this at the listening party. It was the Like a Child. Yeah, so I left it, I stopped touching it for like a month, and when I finally pulled it out and I showed my friend and we listened to it together, he was like, we both, not just him, me, we both were like, damn, that sounds incomplete. Like it sounds like a beat like I made on GarageBand. And I was like, I might have to cut this one. That actually was the song that people complimented the most at the listening party.
No, definitely feel
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was so shocked.
When people think of Jasper, what do you hope that they feel?
Oof. I want people to imagine Jasper and like have a feeling, and I want that feeling to be love or like unity.
You've posted a few reels about giving back through your streams. Why is that important to you?
The end goal is to be able to help everyone through awareness and like shifting mindsets towards more optimistic thinking, the music itself can do that. I also want to be able to be on a level of success where I can give back like most of the money. I want to be one of those people that shares.
So I know the titles in your songs are supposed to build a specific sentence. Why did you choose those titles and why did you choose that sentence?
I had just saved them in my folders as like the name of the person that I made it after. And then I just kind of connected it to whatever emotion I felt from listening to the song over and over again. And that's how I came up with the titles. And I knew I wanted them to be a sentence because I've always wondered, like, if this album is telling a story, which some albums do, then like why not have the titles tell a story? That's always a thought I had since I was young, like in high school, even maybe younger. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mess with it. Final question: What's the next move for Jasper?
I want to at least release one song every month, and I'm gonna go for 2. I want to improve as much as possible. I want to achieve a world where like positivity is more prevalent. People can choose to say that there's not, but I choose to say that there is, and I want everyone to believe that. I want to be able to help build something like a movement, like a whole movement, like something that people really understand and connect with, like on a global scale.
Nice, bro. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, I like it.
Oh my gosh. That's JSPR, guys. JSPR.
JSPR signing off, y'all.